How are you? Waiting for our friends at Facebook to come online and see what's going on there. Let's see, they didn't come online last time, but I have a good feeling they'll come online this time. There we go. There we go. Here we go. What's going on Facebook? What's going on YouTube? How you guys doing? It's your boy DeMarcus. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. We're going to go right into it for your weekend motivational bits, and that's Buried Alive. What are you going to do? So I want you to picture yourself in a hole, and you can't get out. It's too tall to get out. You can't crawl out the sides, and you just start noticing that dirt and rock and all kinds of debris is coming over your head, and it's slowly starting to come over, and it's filling up, and you can't go anywhere, and you can't get out. What are you going to do? You know, a lot of people don't understand, maybe they don't understand the analogy here, but life is going to happen to you sometimes. Some things are going to happen, Maybe, your house might not, you might get booted out of your house. Your house might have a plumbing or, roof problem, so you can't pay for it. Or maybe your car breaks down. Maybe your relationship breaks. Maybe your friends ain't acting right. Maybe your kids ain't acting right. Maybe your job's not treating you the way you should. Maybe you're fired from your job, but things are going to happen in lifetime. And that's just like you being in that hole. Everything's coming on, piling on, all the dirt's coming around, and you're in there, and you can't get out. So the question is, what are you going to do? Now, the reason I brought this analogy up is what are you going to do is because that buried alive sense is a huge deal. Once before, me and Lionel and I did a video about buried alive. And it's a really deep video, but it never went online. It was powerful as all get out. It never went online, so I want to kind of revisit it here. And what we want to talk about here is the difference between what's going on up there and what's going on down there with you. Now, if you start panicking, all you're going to do is try to claw your way out. Oh my gosh, you're freaking out. Claw your way out until you can breathe. Things are going to happen, right? But what if you're not being buried alive, but you're being planted instead? Now, there's a drastic difference between being buried alive and being planted. See, the thing is, people don't understand the difference. See, being buried alive, you think you're dead. Okay? When you're being planted, that's when life is starting anew. Think about a seed. When you put a seed in the ground and you want the seed to grow, it doesn't claw its way back out. It's like not freaking out. Oh my God, do you imagine how many seeds would be all over the ground if they freaked out if they'd been planted? So you start, crawling their way back up to the top just to sit on, oh my gosh. Oh. No, a seed knows that whenever it goes into the ground, it knows it's now time to get to work. See, at one point in time, a seed was just something that fell off of another plant. Inside of the seed, it has the DNA to create something beautiful, something magical, something different, to repeat the gloriousness of whatever it was beforehand. If there was a pumpkin, in the seed is a pumpkin DNA, and it knows when it goes in the ground that it's not going to grow an oak tree. It's going to grow a pumpkin seed. So it goes in the ground, and then it gets to work. When everything is fed to it, when it gets the water and it gets the sunlight and it's dark in there, it knows to go ahead and get to work. And it knows that it starts by planting up roots to grow, because it's got to learn it's planted now. So it's like, okay, wait a second, where am I going to get my nutrients from? And I'm going to get it from the soil. I'm going to get it from the water around me. So it puts down roots. So those roots are going to bring together and grab all of the things that is necessary for it to grow big and strong and live. Now, if you're buried alive, you freak out because you think you're dying. Let me say that again. When you're being buried alive, you're freaking out because you think you're dying. You're not dying. You're getting ready for the next stage of life. A seed can only be a seed for so long before it neither dies or becomes what it's supposed to be. So you're underground, you're being buried alive, all this stuff is coming down on top of you, and you're freaking out because it's not the way your life was. You're in comfort, and then all of a sudden everything that you had around you that was comfortable is now starting to collapse. Because you built your house on sinking sand. We all have. Because eventually everything that we have will falter and come and be destroyed. But when you realize that you are actually being planted, And that the stuff going on top of you is not actually coming to stifle your air. It's not coming to block you in. It's not coming to stop you from living that comfortable life, but instead it's coming around you to cocoon you. It's coming around you to let your journey start. It's coming around you so everything you got going around that you can't control, that all of a sudden crashes in on you, is now buried you to the point where now you're safe. Once a seed is planted, it's safe from the weather outside. Once a seed is planted, it can start doing its duty because now everything is blocked outside. All it has to do now is grow. So you need to determine in your life whether you're being planted or whether you're being buried alive. Now I can tell you right now, you're not buried alive until you're dead. So just assume that you're being planted for the next journey of life and don't stress out and don't freak out whenever it happens. Understand, it's a natural progression. When you graduate high school, you can't go back there anymore. Believe it or not, or if, let's say you go to school, whatever type, graduate from college. A lot of people think that's great, but you know, you're being buried. You're growing into your next section. You're not even done yet. It's all a process to get you to the next level. And the reason that, you have to understand there's a difference between being planted. God will plant you in the ground. And because most people aren't going to bury themselves. Oh, well, let me take everything away and put themselves in the ground. So God's going to do it for you. He's going to put you in the ground so that you can become a seed that grows into the fruit that He needs to produce life in this world. And that's all I want to bring to your attention. Just ladies and gentlemen, you're not being buried. Yes, things seem hard. Yes, your girl ain't acting right. Yes, your job ain't acting right. Yes, you ain't got enough money. Yes, your kids ain't acting. Yes, your kids acting crazy. Yes, your house is being taken away. Yes, your friends ain't cool. Yes, all the pressure's coming. Yes, your mama yelling at you. Yes, your grandma yelling at you. Whatever it is, yes, it's happening. But I promise you, it's not come to stay. It has come to pass. Les Brown. Understand that your journey is just beginning here. It doesn't end here. When you are buried, your journey has ended. When you are being planted, your journey has just begun. And I want to thank you, Lionel, for coming and doing that video with me the day that no one got a chance to see it because it was freaking brilliant. But that's all I want to say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here today. Enjoy your weekend. And remember, it's all going to come. But the question is, will you allow it to kill you off or allow you to start that process of growth and let you become what you're supposed to become in the first place? That's all I have. Thank you very much. I believe and I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for being here, and God bless you all. I will talk to you on Monday. Happy holidays, okay? Happy weekend. Have a happy weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.